Morning everyone and welcome back to my vlog. My name's Jenny and this is my channel Jenny Loves to Sew. I've come on today to share with you my latest make, which is what I'm wearing, which is the Deer and Doe Melilot shirt. Now I've finally made it, I actually love it, but I did have a few problems along the way which I will discuss in a moment. First of all, I'll show you the pattern. So this is the pattern. It's two versions. There's a long sleeved version that's got a hidden placket, and then I went for the shorter sleeved version, but I did put the collar on from there, which is a Peter Pan style collar. Yeah, love it now it's finished. Really like the Peter Pan style collar. It's got a really nice curved hem, which again I really think is a nice touch. Another really positive plus point about this is that it uses very little fabric. So the envelope says that for version B, 45 inches wide, you need 2 yards, which is 1.8 meters. The fabric I used, it was only 112 centimeters wide. When I sent for it, it's from Satisfaction. When I ordered it, I did actually want 2.5 meters, but they've contacted me today to say that they'd only actually got 1.5 meters left, and did I still want it, which I asked them to still send it on to me. So I managed to get this out of 1.5 meters of fabric. I didn't put the pockets on, but this is the fabric I've got left, so if I'd have wanted to, then I could have quite easily fit the pockets on as well. I don't think it's in stock anymore at Satisfaction unless they've added more in, but it is called Ocean Drive, and it's by Dashwood Studio, so will try and put a link in down below. I have seen that it's online elsewhere. So yeah, that's the positive points. I actually had an absolute nightmare sewing this together. Not quite sure why. I mean, it is described as being it's level 4 sewing level. So I mean, it is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be an easy pattern. But I've sewn shirts before. I've made a couple of the closet case shirts. I've done the half placket and the full placket. I've also, to date, I think I've sewn my husband 4 shirts, which have included having the yoke and long sleeves with cuffs on. So I was pretty confident that I'd be able to do this fairly easily. But I actually don't know why I've struggled so much with it. I've made it twice now, and both times well, the first time, I'll show you my first make in a minute, but it just hasn't worked out. I think my problem lies with my understanding of the placket. So whereas when I've made shirts before, I've always had to have a separate placket which I've had to attach, whereas this one you just fold over the front, which in theory should be a lot easier. So if I show you the markings on the actual pattern, so that's the pattern piece for the front, and it shows you you've got your A and your B version. So I was doing version B, so as far as I know, that is the line that I should have followed for folding over. I mean, there are another 2 lines here which I'm not quite sure what those are for. So yeah, I worked at it doing that. The first attempt, it's a bit difficult to show you now because I've somewhat taken this apart. I had put buttons on there which I've now used for this one, but when I attached the collar, I put the centre back of the collar to the centre back of the shirt, pinned it all together, and it fit perfectly. But when I sewed it together, don't know if you can see that, but when I wear it, the collar is obviously wonky. This collar is a lot lower than that collar, and it's not wearable. It is so obvious that I haven't worn it, hence I've now started to take it apart. So that one didn't get finished. I did say I was going to go back to it, but I just haven't got round to it. This time exactly the same again. I attached the collar, I put the centre of the collar to the centre of the back of the shirt. This side was fine, all lined up. When I attached this side, when I pinned it all together, the actual collar and collar stand was short. It was wasn't quite wide enough, and it was actually the length of the placket. That's the length of the placket there, and it was that much too short. So then I was thinking, well, am I supposed to turn this placket piece over again? Haven't I turned it over enough? But then if I'd have done that, the width of the one side of the shirt would have been shorter than the width of the other side of the shirt, if that makes sense. So I didn't want to do that. So basically what I ended up doing was unpicking all the placket, which in itself wasn't easy, because when you're making this shirt, you actually hem it before you do the side seams, which sounds a bit of a peculiar way of doing things, but in fact it did give a really nice finish. I think it stops all the fuss of trying to do all the curve around there. So yeah, it has given a nice finish to the hem, but of course I had to partly unpick the hem at the front, and then I rejigged it when I was folding it over. Luckily this fabric has got a little bit of stretch to it, and I did manage to get the collar to fit, and it's level. So yeah, really pleased with it now. But yeah, I'm at a loss as to why I've struggled so much. I'm pretty sure it's down to me and not the pattern. I mean, if you look on Instagram, I think there's getting on towards 600 images of people's makes of this shirt, and I've looked at blogs and vlog posts about it, and nobody else seems to have a problem with it. So I really think it's me, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So if anyone else has made this and can offer any tips, then please get in touch, because at the moment I'm very much on the fence as to whether I'd make it again. Part of me thinks yes, I definitely do want to make it again, because I like the look of it, and like I said before, I mean, fabric wise, sometimes if you see a fabric that's really nice and it might be a bit pricey, you might hold back from buying it. But if you think you can get away with 1.5 meters to make something, then it's a little bit more in budget. So yeah, I do want to make it again. I think if I could get the actual making of it right, then I think it would definitely be a wardrobe staple as far as blouses are concerned. But I really don't want the hassle that I've had the last couple of times I've made it. I mean, I think I spent a whole day yesterday just unpicking and trying to sort out the problem around the neckline, and yeah, I was running out of patience. So yes, this is definitely my pattern nemesis. I think it's beating me at the moment, so hopefully I'll get there in the end. So if anyone else has had problems with a particular pattern that everybody else seems to make without any hassle at all, please let me know, so that I know I'm not the only one who struggles with some patterns. So yes, I hope you found that helpful, and I hope someone can help me with some fitting advice. Anyway, that's it for now, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.